Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expected, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You know I'm talking about y'all. Makes me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up, tribe? I hope y'all can hear me, child. So, it's Monday. So, y'all know what happens on Monday. It is the Whether You Like It or Not panel tonight. We'll be doing our Real Housewives of Potomac gig. We'll be talking about last night's episode. And we will be at the Citadel. We'll be over at Yocrates' place. So, y'all meet me over there at 8:30-ish. Okay? Y'all know what I mean. Well, no, actually, it's at y'all's house. So, there's no issues. Y'all start on time. He'll start on time even if it's just him and Jasmine. And if y'all don't know who Jasmine is, that means y'all ain't been watching the panel. Everybody knows who Jasmine is. So there ain't gonna be no late tonight. He'll start if it's just him. Okay? He'll mess around, let us be late if we want to. Okay? Okay. Yeah, last week was a good time. Listen, I have rewatched that clip, and I meant to clip it. Matter of fact, I gotta remember to clip it. I meant to clip that daggone part when I kept calling Sakina Casina. I ain't lying. I didn't watch that clip. I probably don't watch that clip. I'm not going to exaggerate. I done probably watched that clip about 10 times. Just that. I know the timestamp because one of y'all left it in the comments, and I just know the timestamp, and I just go to the timestamp, baby. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, yeah, y'all ain't got to worry about it being late tonight, baby. Because yes, Princess Jasmine. You're right. Correction, Princess Jasmine. Hey, Don, what's up, boo? So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. So if I have time, I might drop the I may drop the link because I don't have a whole lot to get into tonight. Today, if I'm being perfectly why won't it? This thing get on my nerves. Is that right? I don't know. So let's get into it. Let me say hi to the people first. We already have 69. Ooh, not 69. Well, we got 69 people in the house. Let me say hi to the people. What's up, Karay? Hey, Ronnie. Tan, what's going on, Tommy Love? Hey, Chuck. What's up, Cruiser? Y'all, Cruiser, if y'all are not subscribed, we're gonna get there. I'm going to give y'all a breakdown. I'm going to give y'all what's going on over in that church sector. I'm going to give it to y'all in 5 minutes or less. But if y'all want the extended version, y'all go over there and check out Cruiser. Because Cruiser has been cutting up. Okay? And y'all know I come from a little place called the Beef. Well, I don't come from there. I hang out in this little place called the Beef Sector. Baby, the church sector ain't got nothing on the Beef Sector these last couple of weeks. The church sector ain't got nothing on the Beef Sector in the last couple of weeks, baby. And I have been sitting in the front row with my legs crossed, eating my popcorn. But we'll get there. Don, I believe, did a video. I know he's done a couple of videos. I know you did one this morning. But we'll get there because, like I said, I ain't got a lot on my agenda today. We'll get there. What's up, Moon Princess? Hey, Chanel Unfiltered. What's going on? Rainy Bow. Donna, what's going on? Hey, Crystal Marshall. Hey, Brandon. Dorothy Carter, DB. Hey, Benji. I always say hey, Benji, because I wonder if he hears me say his name and he looks up when I say his name. Marcus Terry coming from Richmond, Virginia. You be safe out there. It's been snowing down there. We didn't get none of that snow. They said we might get some evening showers, but when I was outside earlier, it felt like snow and it smelled like snow. And for people who don't live in an area that gets snow, I can't describe what that means. I just remember growing up and the old folks would say it smelled like snow. And as a kid, I didn't know what they was talking about. But as an adult, I know what it smelled like snow. And it's a feeling you get. And when I was out earlier today, I said it feel like it's gonna be some snow. But I know it's snowing further down south. And they, like I said, they say we might get some evening showers, but because I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie, I was gonna roll up on Busy tonight. But baby, it's cold out there. I'm not rolling up on nobody. I'm rolling up on them covers. Matter of fact, my house is cold. I had to turn the heat up. And I very seldom turn my heat up. But my feet are cold. And when my feet get cold, now granted, I don't have on no socks because I hate socks. I absolutely hate socks. But I do have on my slippers. And I got Ugg slippers, which means that they're supposed to keep my feet warm. But not right now. But anyway, I done turned the heat up. Hey, Lauren, what's going on? Tiffany, DB, what's up? Sharice, Montrez, Nubian Mahogany. Hey, Miss Pretty Amazing. Auntie Eva, Cross Country Cruiser, what's up, boo? Nisa, Alexis Thomas. Hey, y'all. Quake, Andrea, what's going on? Andrea, I know you've been over there in them church sector streets, honey. Miss Cookie, what's going on? Amber, I'm just in time finished making my chicken wings and my homemade blue cheese dressing. It tastes better than Ken's Steakhouse. Okay, I'm not a big blue cheese girl. But if it's homemade, though, I would try. But I like ranch. I'm really not. Honestly, I don't. When I eat salads, I prefer vinaigrettes. What's up, cuz? How you doing? Dark Liquor Cam. Bat, what's going on? Hey, B-Lo, what's up? I am Tiffany. I got 2 Tiffany's in here. Hey, Marilyn, what's going on? So, yeah, I done lost my train of thought now. I was getting ready to say something, and I done forgot what I was going to say. Let me tell you something. Ranch is the devil, Lord, not Ranch is the devil. What's up, Betty Snoop? Hey, Miss French Kids. I can't wait to meet you, boo. The Sims overdose. Does the ranch taste different to you? What you mean, like, in regards to what? Oh, I know what I meant to ask y'all. For y'all people that go to Outback, they just added, basically their honey barbecue wings. Their, what they have, the Cucamonga wings or whatever they call their wings. And they have a honey barbecue. And I was looking at that today, and I thought about ordering me some. Anybody had those? Let me know how those taste. Because I like a good wing and I like a good honey barbecue. But I don't know if they just taste like regular honey barbecue, or if they added a little something to it. It's a little something added. I don't know. Kookaburra. Is that what they call them? I don't know what they call them things. But y'all know, you know what I'm talking about. Ranch is so basic now. I do know that I don't know what ranch I had. Like the last couple of times I had ranch, I just don't know what brand it is. It wasn't good. But I don't know what brand it was. Because I think I got it when I got some wings from somewhere. Want a coupon? A coupon for what? For Outback? Oh, if you got a coupon for Outback, slide it to me, girl. Slide it to me. Haven't had them, but Outback does have good wings. It tastes a bit tangy than usual. It might be just me. Okay. I mean, I don't think I'm going to make a special trip, but maybe the next time I feel like I want some wings, that might be where I go get them. But I just saw it and I was like, oh, okay, I might try those out. Y'all know I'm trying to get back on my fitness bag. So I'm trying to get back to eating my fish and baking instead of frying, and eating light and eating more vegetables and stuff. I got a goal for the cruise. I'm trying to lose. Okay. Thank you, boo. Yeah, if you got one send it to me. I'll take it. Sure. I got a goal for the cruise, honey. I got a few pounds I'm trying to, come up off of, All right, well, let's get into the church announcements and let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, if I have time, I'll drop the link for a few minutes at the end. But let's go ahead and get into it. If I didn't speak to you, hey, Quintessential, hey, boo, where you been? If I didn't get you, charge it to my head, not my heart. We got 120 people in here, so I hope the likes are matching. What's the name of the sauce? Mumbo sauce. It's mumbo sauce. Yep. Have you seen the new Diddy whispering anything to it? Have you seen the new Diddy whispering? I don't know what you're saying, Andrew. The new Diddy whispering. What you mean? You mean like the documentary? I ain't watched it, and I don't know if I'm going to, because honestly, I just don't know if... Let me tell you, D.L. Hughley said something, and y'all know I'm not the biggest D.L. Hughley fan. But D.L. Hughley said something as it relates to the Diddy documentary. D.L. Hughley basically said what he took away from that documentary was that everybody around Diddy was complacent in what Diddy was doing as long as they benefited. And the minute they stopped benefiting, then they had an issue. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of feel that way. And I understand being a victim. I understand the power structure. Like, I get it, y'all. I get all of that. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And the fact that this man terrorized, for lack of a better word, people for 30 years. We're talking about from the time this man was in his early 20s till now. He is now in his 50s. And all those different people that got all these stories to tell, I kind of don't want to hear it now. Because everybody knew how horrible of a monster he was, but ain't nobody say shit. And some, don't get me wrong, rumors were out there. We know that the rumors were out there. Hell, Wendy told y'all a long time ago about Diddy, right? But when you think about the reason why he fell, the reason why his kingdom fell is because he played chicken and lost. That is the only reason why Diddy is sitting in jail right now and why his kingdom crumbled. Let's be real. Cassie decided to write a tell-all book. Now, some might say that she wasn't really writing the book, that it was just a power play for a payout. Maybe it was. But Cassie decided to write a tell-all book. Cassie tells Diddy and says basically, hey, you can buy the transcript from me for however many millions of dollars. Diddy said no. Had Diddy paid her and bought the transcript from her, basically buying her silence, he still would be out there doing the shit. He would still be living his best life, probably coming out with new albums and new projects. So at the end of the day, I don't know. I can't look at all these people that all of a sudden got some stories to tell and feel no kind of way. Like, you're not a hero because now you telling it. You know? And notice there's certain people we still didn't hear from. Where in the hell is the umbrella man? Where the umbrella man? We ain't hear from him. Mary J. Blige. We ain't heard from her. Like, it's still a whole lot of people that didn't say nothing that we know was close to Diddy. And I'm not saying that they should have or they had to. I'm just saying at this point, y'all, I'm just kind of over it. He may, hold on. What Andrew say? Hold on. Let me read what Andrew said. He may have blown up everything for himself. He filmed his lawyers without consent and may have broken his attorney-client privilege. His chef came out, the one who had a panic attack at the trial. He may have blown up everything for himself. TMZ has been reporting there is supposedly proof of witness tampering and much more that the feds are looking at. Okay. I mean, again, it's still this still all goes back to you not giving Cassie that money. I mean, that's honestly, and for all the people that keep trying to talk about how, I mean, the reason why Netflix don't feel no kind of way, and the reason why Netflix is not afraid of Diddy and his lawyers and their threats, allegedly, what I read is that Diddy was doing his own documentary, but he never paid the videographer. And so Netflix has obtained all of that footage legally because Diddy violated the contract by not paying the videographer who took all that footage. So it doesn't belong to him. He never paid for it. Netflix legally obtained that footage. So that's why they wasn't worried about that cease and desist. And that's why they ain't worried about no lawsuit. Allegedly. That's what I read today. I read that today. Yeah, Farnsworth Bentley is living his best life. He got his children, his kids. He is fine. What's up? You said, Madam President. Is that just sweet? Charlie Lamont. Are you under a different name? But hey, Popo. Is that Popo? Because you're the only one that called me Madam President. Hey, boo. I don't know. You know YouTube. Y'all know YouTube done change these names. Yeah, I was never worried because I said Netflix. I never felt like Netflix didn't cross their T's and dot their I's. I never felt like that. And again, we're not going to act like Diddy is no big hero. I mean, that 50 Cent is no big hero either. 50 Cent is a troll. 50 Cent has been accused of all the things that Diddy's been accused of. Okay. Hey, Papo. Virgo Vision Dominique. Okay, Virgo Vision. There's just sweet. Hey. I was going to say, because I know who calls me Madam President. Hey, Papo. I'm still going to call you Papo. You still my Papo. Yeah, so that's the one story I was going to talk about. Okay, cool. Let's get into the church announcements real quick. I know y'all will be like, I know some of y'all hate this part of the show, but you know, this is a tribe meeting. The tribe has business, okay? The tribe has business. Now, Tracy is on vacation, okay? The showrunner she is on vacation. She's probably sitting at a bar right now, okay? She's probably posted up at a bar right now. But in the meantime and in between time, we have to, what up, Face? Baby Face been all around DC DJing. I got to pull up on him one night. I should have pulled up on him when the weather was good, because now that it's cold. Whew. Face, what you got going on around the city for my DC people, my DMV people? If y'all want to pull up on Face, I know he does a game night, and Tracy's drunk somewhere. Yeah. I want to check out that show on Netflix. The one everybody's talking about. I was gonna try to watch it this weekend, but I ended up doing some other stuff. You waiting on me? I know, and listen, I know right now my word don't mean shit because I've been promising and I ain't been there. But I promise you, I'm gonna get there. Look, long as I owe you, you never be broke. The PO said, "What up? Tell my girl what up." Y'all are almost empty nesters over there. I'm fully persuaded. I'm too darn old to be parlaying in the winter month. Yeah. Look, when it's cold outside, and it get dark early, I just be ready to get home. And right now, it's cold. And it take a lot for me to say it's cold, but it's cold. Yeah. Church announcement. So, nope. Listen, until the cruise is sold out, you can still get on the cruise if you decide to and you want to. For my cruise people, music bingo on Thursday night and party night on Friday. Tell everybody where the music bingo is on Thursdays and what is the name of the venue for party on Friday. In case you're in the DMV area and you want to hang out, Faith's gonna give you some places to go, honey. I think the bingo in the bingo place down in Brandywine or Waldorf, I think. I'm not sure what a Friday night party is. So there's that. For those of you that are going on the cruise, at this point, if you are not in the group, please hit me up on Instagram. I can add you to the group. If you are not on social media, let me know as well so I can make sure that we're still reaching out to you. But at this point, we know who's going on the cruise. If you decide to go later on, there's still rooms on the ship. Until the ship is sold out, there are still rooms on the ship. So there's that. The next announcement I'll make about the cruise will deal with the check-in time. And we'll probably give you that information next week. Oh, at Accokeek, Maryland. B&G Tavern both days. Okay, Accokeek, Maryland. Okay. Nisa says she used to come up to Maryland to party. Don't play. Listen, when I go, I'm going to let y'all know I'm going. If anybody want to meet me down to the Accokeek. That's where I go get my crafts from sometime, down to the Accokeek. All right. Now, as far as y'all know that the membership give back starts this week. You need to be a member on I said December the 11th. I was cutting it off. So if you are a member by December the 11th, you will be included in the draw for my 12 days of Christmas give back for my membership. And again, this year I am just giving y'all cash because what up, Fedora? Because if I'm being honest, I've tried to just give y'all gifts and stuff like that. And I usually don't do a good job of it. And I admit that. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So I've tried to do that. So this year, your name will go on the wheel. It is an electronic wheel. I have no control over it. Y'all said y'all didn't like it when I used my Jack Daniel box and I did it manually. So it's gonna be on the wheel. And we're gonna spin the wheel, and wherever it lands, somebody gonna get cash. You're gonna get the cash instantly that day. It'll be in your Cash App or your PayPal or your Zelle. Okay, all right. If you, for whatever reason, your name comes up and you don't have one of those three things, then I'll find a way. Okay, then I will have to mail something out. I'll find a way. Okay. You've never been to Accokeek? You're on the Virginia side. Oh, okay. Well, you would just have to go. You would come into DC and what's that? 214? Indian Head Highway will take you straight to Accokeek, right? Face. You come off of 495 down by the harbor. You get on 214. I believe that's 214. And you can go straight down to Accokeek, right? Okay. The Christmas basket. We are doing Christmas baskets like we did for Thanksgiving. So if you know somebody that could benefit from a Christmas basket, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Fill out the Google form. 210. Oh, 214 is Central Avenue. Lord, 210. You're right. My bad. Yeah, 210. You can get on 210. 214 is Central Avenue. My Lord, I was going to send you. Oh, yeah. I was about to send you in the wrong direction. So I'm about to drop the Google link. Just fill out the Google link. Again, I will send out as many baskets as we have donations. So I'm also taking donations for the baskets. I am averaging $35 per basket. Uh-oh. I tried to drop the link. YouTube gave me an error message. Give me a second. I'll try it again. Hold on. But I'll let you guys know if they're so again, I'm taking donations. You can Cash App, Super Chat. I mean, not Super Chat. Nope, don't Super Chat. You can Cash App, you can Zelle, or you can PayPal. If you would like to make a donation. Again, we just did this for Thanksgiving, so I understand. You guys have your own families. Christmas is a little more financial, a little bit more of a financial burden. So I understand that, we may not be able to do what we did for Thanksgiving, but we're going to do as much as we can. So again, that is the Google link right there. If you know a family that's in need, please fill out that link and I will send out as many baskets as I have donations to cover. I will let you guys know. I will be taking names until the 17th. I will start sending out the baskets on the 17th, or I might start them off earlier, depending on how many names I get, just to make sure that the baskets are delivered by Christmas Eve. I want the dinners to be delivered by Christmas Eve. So there is that. And the last announcement is, Shade in the City and myself are doing a Stepping into the New Year event. We're going to be doing a candle making class. down at the harbor. I put the flyer on my community wall. Trees, we have 10 slots. It's a Black-owned business at the National Harbor where we'll be making candles. They're natural candles with essential oils. We're going to take a class on the essential oils so you know what the oils actually mean. With the oils, you know, what the intention is of the oil. So when you're making your candle with intention going into the new year. So when you burn the candle, you're burning the candle with intention. So if you want to add lavender or you want to add sage or you want to add whatever. So we're going to take the class and then we're going to make the candle. And then it takes about 2 hours for the candles to dry. So we're right there on the harbor. We're going to go get something to eat for those who want to join us. For those who want to join us, we're going to go get something to eat. And then we're going to pick up our candles. So it's going to be, tentatively, it is January the 31st. It is, tentatively, it's January the 31st. So if you are interested, if you are in the DC area and you are interested, please, I'm going to drop that Google link. Y'all, I don't know why I didn't think of the Google link for Thanksgiving because I am a Google link queen at work, okay? I will make a Google link for everything at work, okay? Ask my students. They be like, we got to fill out a form. Yes, you do. Absolutely, you do. I love Google Links because I can make an Excel spreadsheet and I live by Excel spreadsheets. I put everything in an Excel spreadsheet. So anyway, so there's that. We have 10 slots available and we actually don't even have 10 slots because 3 people paid yesterday. We actually have 7 slots left. So fill out the Google form. Once you have paid, you are locked in. If we get to 10 people, I will create a waiting list because if for whatever reason somebody can't make it, then you know, I can always sell your ticket because everything is non-refundable because it's not refundable for me. But the class, the event is $75. And again, that includes the class and your candle. Okay. All right. It's $75. So that includes the class and your candle. And again, it's on the harbor. For those of you who've ever been, if you've been to National Harbor, you've seen it. It's right there. You know where the Walrus Ale House is. It's right on the corner. It's on that same side. But if you go towards Walrus Ale House, it's on that opposite corner. So it's right there across from the Starbucks. Right on that main road when you turn into the harbor. So it's right there. And it's a parking garage right there. You don't have to walk far. So even if it's cold on January the 31st, it's literally a block. It's less than a block away from the parking garage. Like you come out the parking garage is right there. It's like 10 steps from the parking garage. So yes, there are 10 slots altogether, but 3 people have already paid. So we only have 7 slots left. Okay. Those are all of the announcements. Now let's get to the rest of this mess, honey. It ain't a lot to talk about, so all right. Oh, thank you, Just Sweet. I just got your Cash App. I just got your donation. Thank you, my love. Thank you. And somebody sent me a donation earlier today. Hold on. I'm gonna shout it out. I'm not gonna, let me shout that out to somebody sent a donation. Hold on. Excuse me. It was L Moore. I'm not gonna say your full name, but L Moore. I got your donation. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank y'all. And I'll give y'all the update. Y'all know how I do. I'll give y'all the update in a couple of days. Give people time to fill out the Google form and that kind of thing. We already have some names, so I'll give you guys time. Okay. Thank you, Nisa. Thank you for dropping that in the chat. I appreciate you, my love. Sweet Pea. Hey, boo. All right. So, now earlier today, speaking of cruising, earlier today, y'all dropped in the chat the situation with the guy that died on the Royal Caribbean ship last year, and his family is now suing Royal Caribbean. His death has been ruled a homicide. And his family is now suing Royal Caribbean because they said that Royal Caribbean should have cut him off because he died as a result of injuries that he sustained while he was trying to kick down a door. And he was trying to kick down the door because he was drunk. Baby, they said That man had 33 drinks. What up, Universal Guidance? They said that man had 33 drinks. So let me tell y'all something. First of all, see, here's the problem. Y'all gonna mess it up for people like me because I like my drink package, okay? And I ain't never had, I have been on 2 Royal Caribbean cruises since the inception of the drink package because, I hadn't been on a cruise since before the Panorama. But I have been on 2 in the last year. And let me tell y'all something. I don't need a babysitter. I know when to say when. I know my limit, okay? And let's be clear. I used my drink package, all right? I want to be very clear. Baby, I'm sound like I'm about to contradict myself. But baby, let me just leave it at this. I used my drink package, okay? But I used it responsibly. Now, I don't mean no harm to that man. I am sorry for that man that passed away. But 33 drinks? Sir, you had a problem before you got on that ship. First of all, they're only 24 hours in a day. If he had started drinking at midnight and didn't stop drinking till the next midnight, that he still had more than 2 drinks an hour. That means you had at least a drink an hour. How did the wife count 33 drinks if she left the son to find the room? They might have looked at they might have checked his card. Every time you get a drink, they still run your card. So they might have counted it off of his card. I don't know. But what I am saying is that man had a problem before he got on that ship. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because in my opinion, I'm nobody's doctor, okay? I'm nobody's doctor. But in my opinion, that man already had a problem before he got on that ship. Because how you consuming that much alcohol? The average person can't drink like that. So I'm saying this again. I'm sorry for that man and his family. But don't y'all mess this up for me. Because I like my drink package. I know what life was like before the drink package. How do they know he wasn't buying drinks for other people? You ain't supposed to do that, Face. I know people do. But you ain't supposed to do that. CC said, as a former bartender, that's insane. Who serves someone that many drinks? Well, the thing about a cruise is you can go to a different bar. But it seems to me like there has to be a way that they can flag your card. Even if you're at one bar and the bartender says, nah, I'm cutting you off, it seems to me that you should be able to go to another, that they should be able to flag it. So even if you go to another bar, they're like, oh, nah, we can't make you another drink for at least 2 hours or something like that. Like, I'm not saying cut him off for the rest of the cruise, but cut him off long enough to go sober his ass up. Sir, you can't drink for the next 4 hours because by our record, it shows da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Face, you've gotten close to that number. I believe you. But I'm going to just leave it at I believe you. They're going to have you drinking tea. The hell? Now, technically, in Royal Caribbean, now Carnival has a cap. I think, what is it, cruiser? 10 drinks? Royal Caribbean doesn't have a cap right now, but you have to wait a certain amount of minutes in between drinks. So, like, if you get a drink now, I think you have to wait 15 minutes before you can order another drink. Now, what I usually do is when I order my drink, I just order a floater. And that, it's 15 for Carnival. Thank you, Cruise. It's 15. Oh, is it 5 minutes? Damn, I thought it was 15. Shit. Let me tell you something. We got on the cruise. That cruise in August. Once I got on the ship, I went to my room and me and Cruiser said, all right, we're going to meet at the sports bar. So we met at the sports bar. So I'm waiting for Cruiser because, listen, Cruiser is a social butterfly, okay? I don't know why it took her as long as it took her to get to that the sports bar, but she took the scenic route. But either way, by the time she got there, The bartender, and see, that's the other thing too. Once they see you have the drink package, they kind of treat you a little different. Because once he saw I had the drink package, I was like, let me get a And when I'm out, when I'm home, and I know Faith is about to cuss me out when I'm going to say this. When I'm home, I drink straight. But usually when I'm out, I'll give myself a chaser, you know. So I had ordered, but this, I think I had ordered, I think I might have ordered a straight Jack Neat. I don't know. I might have ordered a Jack Neat, to be honest. But the bartender came over and he was like, you ready for another one? I was like, I'm not done with this one. He was like, where are you going? And he knew I had the drink package. So it was like, where are you going? I was like, touche. Go on and bring me another one in. Touche. Okay. So that's not fair if a passenger can go to different bars. What's not fair? And there are doctors on the ship, so maybe flag the car and make them report to the medical part of the ship. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like there's a way that they can flag the car. Don't punish me because he was being ridiculous. And at a certain point, again, he was there with his family. At a certain point, you know you drunk. Like your family knows. Like, go take his ass to the room. Make him lay his ass. And I mean, I know you can't make nobody do nothing, but take his ass to the room. Do you tip them? I tip. Girl, that bartender was flirting with you. Was he cute? I guess. He's not my type, though. He wasn't my type. Now, I was flirting with the bartender down to the Coco K. I flirt with him. Okay. Having a way to, I just think it just seems to me that there should be a flag. Even if you have the drink package, there should be some way to flag it. Like after a certain point within a certain amount of time. You know, they have computers that can do everything else. They can have a computer that every time they run your car, it registers a drink. And if you register too many drinks in a certain, not forever, but just in a certain period of time. How long was he alone? The wife made it seem like she was gone an hour or two. Child, I don't know. I think he died from his injuries. I think El Teddy went through hold on, let me pull it up. Hold on, let me pull it up, child. What up, El Teddy? Did I speak to El Teddy? I think I did. Let me see here. All right, family files lawsuit against Royal Caribbean after passenger's death is ruled a homicide. The family of a California man who died aboard the Royal Caribbean cruise last year has filed a wrongful death lawsuit accusing the company of over-serving him alcohol and using excessive force that they said led to his death. Michael Virgil died December the 13th, 2024, during a 4-day Navigator of the Seas cruise from Los Angeles to Ensenada, Mexico. He was traveling with his fiancée, their younger son, and other relatives. According to the complaint filed in federal court, Virgil participated in the ship's all-inclusive deluxe beverage package and was served at least 33 alcoholic drinks, in the hours leading up to his death. The family alleges he became visibly intoxicated as crew members continued serving him alcohol. Well, that could be 95% of the people on the cruise. I mean, okay. Okay. Virgil became lost and agitated while trying to find his cabin. The lawsuit states it alleges that Royal Caribbean security personnel tackled him, restrained him with their body weight, and held him in a prone position that restricted his breathing. The complaint also says crew members used multiple cans of pepper spray and, at the direction of a staff captain, injected him with haloperidol, a sedative. Virgil became unresponsive and died on the ship. Royal Caribbean fully understands. Oh, this is a quote. Hold on. Royal Caribbean fully understands and expects that alcohol overconsumption by passengers will result and the diminution of the inhibitions, motor skills, and good judgment, which Royal Caribbean, upon information and belief, expects will foster and the general party atmosphere that Royal Caribbean desires and promotes aboard its vessels, and which in turn enhances other revenue-producing shipboard activities such as gambling and the purchase of more alcohol. The medical examiner report, which lists Virgil's manner of death as homicide. The cause of death is listed as the combined effects of medical asphyxia, obesity, cardiomyopathy, and ethanol intoxication. According to the lawsuit, Virgil's body was refrigerated on board until the ship returned to Los Angeles. Shortly after the incident, the FBI confirmed it had opened an investigation into the circumstances of Virgil's death. Royal Caribbean issued a brief statement at the time saying it was saddened by the guest's death. In the lawsuit, Virgil's fiancee, Connie Aguilar, acting as the personal representation of his estate, alleges that Royal Caribbean is liable for negligence, improper alcohol service, and the action of its security and medical employees. The complaint argues that the company failed to protect Virgil despite visible signs of intoxication and used force that directly contributed to his death. See, this is what I'm talking about. And then y'all be the ones, when I say y'all, I'm not talking about y'all, I'm talking about the people. Hold on, y'all. Then y'all be the ones complaining. Y'all be the ones complaining about how expensive stuff is. Stuff is expensive because everybody want to sue. Listen, Virgil had too much to fucking drink. Virgil was fat because they put obesity as one of his causes of death. So I don't know how that's homicide, but okay. He was fat and he was agitated. He's probably an angry drunk, and security had to jump up on him and get him down to the ground. I don't feel like they would have done all of that if they didn't have no. I mean, I wasn't there. But they said that they restrained the man. They had to shoot the man up with a sedative. And he had... Oh, Virgil family about to get paid. Oh, yeah, they about to get a nice little settlement. If nothing else, they're going to settle this thing. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to put some new things in place. Like I said, they're going to put some new policies in place. And again, I'm sorry that you lost your life, Virgil. Moving right along. Now, I wish a motherfucker would. What's up, Kenneth? Hey, boo. And I wish a motherfucker would news. Let me read y'all this article. The education department asks hundreds of fired employees to temporarily return. Facing a backlog of school discrimination cases, the U.S. Department of Education has asked hundreds of employees it fired months ago to temporarily return to work. A December 5th email obtained by USA Today shows the agency ordered a significant portion of staffers in the Office of Civil Rights to come back later this month in the Return to Duty Directive. Officials acknowledge that they are facing a sizable caseload of civil rights complaints and that they underscored a need to utilize every resource at the government's disposal to work through them. The agency said the request applies to roughly 250 workers who have been on administrative leave for months amid legal challenges to their March firings. Julie Hartman, the Education Department press secretary for legal affairs, stressed there still aren't any plans to fully rehire those workers permanently. Quote, the department will continue to appeal the persistent and unceasing litigation disputes concerning the reduction in force. But in the meantime, it will utilize all employees currently being compensated by American taxpayers. End quote. There's a song by the late, great Aretha Franklin. It goes a little something like this. Ain't no way. That's how the song starts. I'm going to say it one more time. Ain't no way. It's a real pretty song. That's how the song goes. Let me tell you something. If they are currently out on administrative leave pending a legal fight, obviously you have to talk to their attorney. Obviously you have to go through, and find out legally what. But if I have leave, I'm taking it. I promise you that. Because if they on administrative leave, they've been getting paid all this time. So I mean, they've been getting their checks, and I don't blame them because they were wrongfully terminated and they're fighting it and they're being paid. So as they should. But if there's any way that I can sit home and still make sure that my job is protected, and let me tell you what, and if my attorney or the union tells me, well, legally, they're within their right to make you come back, you do have to kind of go in. Baby, the amount of work that won't get done. The amount of work that won't get done. The 8 hours of non-productivity that they would get out of me every day. And I can show you better than I can tell you. Xavier said, if God won't do it, it won't get done by me. Listen, they thought they had a big backlog before I got there. They're going to have that same backlog when I leave. They're going to say, Miss Really B, how much did you get done today? Nothing. What did you do for the 8 hours you were here? Nothing. Any particular reason? Yes, because you fired me. Clearly, you felt like that's what I was doing before. So I am just meeting the expectation. You thought I wasn't doing no work before, which is why you fired me. I'm meeting your expectation. You right. I didn't do shit. 8 hours a day. Nothing. I'd be in the bathroom making videos. Anyway, I just thought I would share that. I thought that was a funny. I thought I would share that with y'all. I thought that was a funny. Okay. Let me see here. What else we got going on here? Let me scroll up. Let me see what else we got going on here. And like I said, it wasn't too much going on. Let me get through what we have, and then I'm gonna tell y'all. So Smokey Robinson's accusers have been ordered to turn over their cell phones. I feel like Smokey Robinson's attorneys feel like there's some information in those cell phones that would help in their lawsuit because they said that was a victory for them. So that case is still going on. Honey. saw this article over on Purple Room Politics. Joyanne Reed and John Lemon were having this conversation, and Joyanne Reed was explaining how this whole attack on DEI is sort of backfiring. Yeah. Let me read y'all what they said. Purple Room Politics reports at higher education experts suggesting that the Trump administration's actions against diversity, equity, and inclusion programs may have the iconic effect of negatively impacting white college men. This outcome is predicted because some selective colleges previously used gender considerations in admissions, to maintain an even gender balance on campus, the practice that often benefited male applicants. Gender balancing practices, many private selective colleges historically admitted a higher percentage of male applicants than female applicants to prevent their campuses from becoming predominantly female, as women generally apply to college at higher rates and often have higher high school GPAs and test scores. The irony is, while the Trump administration's scrutiny of college admissions focused heavily on ending race-based consideration, it pushed to eliminate all race or sex-based preferences, meaning that the legal loophole allowing for gender-based admission under Title IX also came under threat. By forcing colleges to stop considering gender in admissions to avoid federal scrutiny or loss of funding, institutions would have to rely on neutral admissions criteria that would likely favor female applicants who are, on average, more academically qualified by standard measures, grades, and test scores. Experts predict that if gender preferences were eliminated, the undergraduate population at some schools could skew significantly female overnight. Evidence and data research by Princeton economist Zachary Bleemer noted that top private colleges that likely consider gender in admission have a higher percentage of male students compared to public universities that do not, suggesting a thumb on the scale for male applicants. For example, data shows some institutions accepted a higher percentage of men than women applicants in recent years. Beyond admission, the dismantling of general DEI infrastructure, such as support system and mentorship programs, have been found by researchers to harm not just students of color, but all students by making the college system less accessible and supportive. Listen, I am okay with this. Exactly. FAFO. 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 I already told y'all that about the Diddy. So did y'all hear the story? I guess we're just going to do a little Politricks. Did y'all hear the story about Donald Trump, who pardoned that Democratic, was he a senator? Was he a senator or a congressman? Representative Henry Cellular. He pardoned him, right? And again, I'm no longer, I'm over the, this proves he's breaking the law, because at this point we all know that Trump is breaking the law. Nobody is doing anything about it. So we're past the point of proving it's that he's selling pardons. We know he's selling pardons. Like, that's obvious that if you got the right amount of money, you can get your ass out of jail. Okay, you get a pardon, you get a pardon, you get a pardon. So we're past that. We know that it is what it is. We're past that. But did you hear about this situation where El said he talked about it? Okay, well, he pardoned this man, and now he mad because I guess the agreement was that he would either not run or that he would switch parties to Republican. And not only is he running, but he ain't switching parties. And now Trump is like, you double crossed me. Well, what was the double cross, sir? That means that there was a deal in place. What was the deal? See what I'm saying? Moving right along. FIFA, y'all know FIFA, right? The soccer federation, and y'all know the FIFA World Cup has started this weekend and it's here in the United States. I believe it's in LA. And you know, again, in Politricks, FIFA made up an award to give Donald Trump last week because he didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize. So FIFA made up an award to give him, probably at Donald Trump's insistence. And he looked like a petulant child getting his damn award, and he threw a tantrum to get last week, right? And it was called the Peace Prize. Not the Nobel Peace Prize, but the Peace Prize, right? So he got the Peace Prize last week. The president of FIFA gave him the prize. Well, now the board of directors of FIFA is like, hey, ain't nobody run that past us. The president did that on his own. And he's not allowed to do stuff like that on his own. He was supposed to run that by the board. And he didn't run that by the board. So now he's under investigation. They have launched an official investigation into this Peace Award. Paramount. So last week it was announced that Warner Brothers and Netflix was buying Warner Brothers and they were merging. Well, Paramount said not so fast. They said not so fast. Now, I'm sure El Teddy explained this. If he talked about this, I'm sure he went through all of this. Remember, the president of Paramount, they acquiesced to the need of Donald Trump because they wanted this FCC. They wanted a merger to go through. Not an FCC. They wanted a merger to go through. Okay, that same person. Okay. Well, Paramount has now said, oh, not so fast. Not so fast. And they have made a counter offer to buy out Warner Brothers, and it is $18 billion higher than what Netflix offered. I'm with you, Xavier. I agree 100%. I didn't like the idea of Netflix buying out Warner Brothers, but I absolutely do not want Paramount to buy it. Donald Trump is mad at Paramount because of the Marjorie Taylor Greene interview. Oh, well, good for them. Good for them. The Golden Globe nominations are out, and some of the people of color that are the front runners, Tiana Taylor and Michael B. Jordan, have landed their first Golden Globe nominations. I'm surprised that this is Michael B. Jordan's first nomination. Ryan Coogler, Cynthia Erivo are also nominated. Let me just go through a few of the nominations. For Best Motion Picture, we have Sinners. Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, of course. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, I don't know none of these. Cinematic and Box Office Achievement, Avatar, F1, K-pop, Mission Impossible, Weapons, Wicked for Good, Zootopia 2. Zootopia 2 just came out last week. Okay, but Wicked was nominated. Best Performance by Female Actor in a Motion Picture or Drama. Julia Roberts, Jennifer Lawrence, Tessa Thompson, Jessie Buckley, Renate Renesov. I don't even know who that is. Eva Victor. Best Performance by Male, Dwayne Johnson, Michael B. Jordan. I'm just trying to read the black people, but when there's no black people in the nomination that I can tell, I'm just reading y'all what to say, okay? Best Performance by Female in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, Cynthia Erivo. Oh, Kate Hudson. Best Performance by a Female Actor in Supporting Role. Ariana Grande for Wicked. Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. Best Director, Ryan Coogler. for Sinners. Best Screenplay or Motion Picture. Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Best television series or drama. The Diplomat, The Pit, Pluribus, Severance, Slow Horses, The White Lotus. Best television series, musical or comedy. Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, Only Murders in the Building, and The Studio. Best performance by male in a television series. Sterling K. Brown for Paradise. Okay. Best performance by a female actor in a comedy, television series, musical, or comedy. I don't see no black people. Kristen Bell, Jean Smart. I like Jean Smart. I love Jean Smart going back to Allie, Kate and Allie. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember Kate and Allie. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember Kate and Allie. Okay. Best performance in a stand-up comedy or television special. Bill Maher, Kevin Hart, Ricky Gervais, Sarah Silverman. Yeah, so there you go. There you go. Okay, a few ones in the chat. I used to love Kate and Allie. I loved Kate and Allie. I thought it was so cute. Kate and Allie is one of those shows that they absolutely could do a reboot. I mean, they would have to put it, they would have to make it, they would have to put a 2025 spin on it, but they absolutely could do a reboot of it. For those who don't know what Kate and Allie is, Kate and Allie, they were two friends who were both going through a divorce, and they had kids, and they decided to move in together. Actually, Kate moved in with Allie, if I remember correctly, with her daughter, and Kate had a daughter and a son. No, Allie had a daughter and a son, and they moved in together to save money. Was that Kate? Was that Jean Smart, y'all? Maybe I'm not. Was that Jean Smart that was in Kate and Allie? I might be thinking about the wrong lady. Jean Smart was. I loved her on Designing Women. That was Jane Curtin. Thank you. See, as I was talking, I was like, maybe that wasn't right. My bad. That was Jane Curtin. My bad. Jane Curtin was from Saturday Night Live. Jean Smart was from Designing Women. My bad. See, I'm sorry. And I ain't even going to say because white people look alike. That was just me fucking it up. Cagney and Lacey. Cagney and Lacey is another show, but I wouldn't want them to call it Cagney and Lacey a reboot. I would just want them to do another cop drama with two female detectives as the lead. Oh, speaking of, let me tell y'all something. Jane Curtin is kind of rude these days. Oh, I hate to hear that. Let me tell y'all something. The best new show, like drama, the best new show drama this season, hands down, on network television, because I can't get into Netflix and Apple TV and HBO. On network television, the best new drama for me is Boston Blue. Y'all, Boston Blue is so good. Boston Blue is so good. Oh, my arm is a little ashy. I loved Blue Bloods. I don't know if you guys watched the Blue Bloods. I absolutely loved Blue Bloods. I loved the Blue Bloods so much. I kept watching it even after I found out that Tom Selleck was a Trump supporter. I still watched it. I didn't like the fact that Tom Selleck was a Trump supporter, but I still watched it. And for those who don't know, Blue Bloods was about a family, an Irish Catholic family, that was just NYPD down, right? They were NYPD down. The grandfather was the former chief of police. The father, who was Tom Selleck, was the chief of police. Thank you. And then all of their sons were cops, right? Their daughter was a DA. The show ran for like 9-10 years or something. It was so good. Donnie Wahlberg is the star, Tom Selleck, And then the sister who plays the DA, that's she's Tom Brady's baby mama. And it was so good because I thought the show was good. I thought it was a well-written show. And one of the staples of Blue Bloods was their family dinners. They were this, like I said, they were this Irish Catholic family, and they would have their family dinners every Sunday, no matter what was going on. Very seldom did anybody miss family dinner. You saw the kids grow up, everything. I mean, it was so good. It was so good. Now, the spinoff, the show ended last season. Blue Bloods ended last season. The spinoff is that Donnie Wahlberg's character, he's the same character. His son ended up becoming a cop, but he went to Boston because he didn't want to have to live under the family name. So he went to Boston. And I ain't gonna tell y'all too much, but in the first episode, something happens that brings Donnie to Boston. And while he's there, he ends up helping them solve a crime. And then that's how he ends up moving to Boston. And that's where the spinoff is. But here's what I love about, and I don't want to tell y'all too much because I really want y'all to go check it out. Here's what I love about what they did with Boston Blue Bloods, because they merited a lot, but they added their own spin to it. So in Boston, again, we have another family of law enforcement. The mother, who was played by Gloria, oh gosh, Xavier, help me out. What's the lady's name? Gloria. Y'all seen her. Gloria Rubin. I think it's Gloria Rubin. Of course, you know, she's a Black woman, and her son and her two daughters. Thank you, Crystal Rubin. Her son and her two daughters are all cops. She's a DA, right? So there's the parallel to Ernie Hudson is on there. He plays their grandfather. He's not a cop or anything. He's a pastor. But here's the twist. The twist is, instead of Irish Catholic and Sunday dinners, they're Jewish and they have Friday night Sabbat. And what happened was Gloria Rubin's character, her husband, he passed away, but he was a white man, and she converted to Judaism when she married him. So her oldest daughter is Black, but and her oldest daughter is Black, and then he had a daughter who's white, and then they had a child together who's mixed. And the mixed boy is the son from Blackish, the oldest son from Blackish. He's on the show. And I just thought that was such a twist that we now are getting a glimpse into Junior. Yep, Junior from Blackish. And I thought it was so cool that we're getting this twist on the Jewish faith, but we're still getting that blue blood like line of, it's good, and the stories have been good. The cases have been really, really good. I listen, I love it. I'm gonna tell you, I love it. Last year, my favorite new show last year, I don't know if I told y'all this, but my favorite new show last year was NCIS Origins, the prequel to NCIS. Oh, if you watch NCIS, you gotta watch Origins. It is so good. It is so good. You get the prequel. You get to see Jethro how he became an NCIS agent and when he was young. It was so good. You can't get into it. Oh, I love it so much. Yep, Black Jews. Yep. It was so good. Anyway, I'm sorry you can't get into it. It was so good for me. I love it. I love it. What's the name of the show? My mom loved Blue Blood. It's called Boston Blue. It comes on Friday nights at this exact same time slot as Blue Bloods. So that was another smart thing they did. Because if people didn't realize that Blue Bloods wasn't coming back, and they turned on their TV Friday nights at 8 o'clock or at 9 o'clock. Blue Bloods comes on at 9, I think. Because I think Fire Country, and I don't watch Fire Country, but I think Fire Country comes on at 8. Anyway, those are my new shows, child. That's one of those things that no matter what I have going on, I watch that show. Like, there's some shows that build up because I'll be so busy during the week and I just kind of binge them on the weekends and stuff like that. But that is a show I watch. NCIS Origins, I watch it immediately. And Blue Bloods, I watch it immediately. Elsbeth is another, so I love Elsbeth. I like Matlock, but I'm behind. I'm behind on Matlock. But I do like it, but I'm just behind on it. Of course, I like Abbott Elementary. I'm trying to think of what other dramas. I mean, obviously Law and Order and stuff. But yeah, those are my shows. Okay. Jasmine Crocket has announced that she will be making a run for the U.S. Senate in Texas. You guys know that with the Supreme Court upholding this newly drawn Texas map, she basically lost her district that she was representing. And so now she is running for the Senate. As you guys may or may not know, we ain't got no black people in the Senate. We got like 2. And we don't have a lot of women either. So look, I'm not always crazy about Jasmine Crockett's. What's the word I want to use? Because I love Jasmine Crockett. Sometimes she's a lot, but I like her. And I'm all here for somebody shaking the table. And I'm here for it. I support it. I mean, I can't vote for her, obviously, but I support it. Delivery. Maybe delivery is the word I'm looking for. Delivery. What's up, Angela? Delivery. Yeah. All right, before I give y'all a breakdown on what's going on over in them church sector streets, because I'm gonna give y'all the 5-minute breakdown of what's going on in them church sector streets. Just for those of you that came in late, we are doing Christmas baskets like we did the Thanksgiving baskets. So if you know anybody that could benefit from receiving Christmas dinner, I'm going to drop. I'm smart, y'all. I did a Google link this time. I'm going to drop the Google link in the chat. You just fill out the Google link. Tag, that's a good word too. Tag, fill out the Google link and please let me know. I am taking donations. So, like I said, for Thanksgiving, I said everybody who sends me a name, I will make sure that they get a basket, even if I come out of my pocket. Thank you, Miss Pretty Amazing. Thank you for the time. I appreciate that. This time we're gonna base it off of donations. Okay, so please make the recommendation and I will be in contact with you. I'm going to start ordering the baskets on the 17th. That is the cutoff date. The last date that I'm receiving names is December the 17th, and I will start ordering. We're going to do the same thing that we did for Thanksgiving. We're guaranteeing a meat, dinner rolls, dessert, a starch, a vegetable, and a case of water. Okay. That is what we're guaranteeing. So again, that is the Google link. If you know somebody that could benefit, a family, a friend, you, even if it's you, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Please, fill out that link. And again, I will give you guys an update at the end of the week of where we stand as far as donations. And feel free to donate. It is not a requirement, but feel free to donate. You can send my Cash App, my Zelle, or my PayPal. I have also pinned my Christmas list. Again, it is not mandatory and nobody had to buy me shit. But because people have asked, there is a Christmas list pinned at the top of the chat. And we are having our Christmas party on December the 23rd, our virtual Christmas party on December the 23rd. So we're going to have a game night and all that good stuff. Okay. All right. Shake the table. Yep. I know what you're about to say. The table needs to be shaked. It does. The table needs to be shaketh. Absolutely. Okay. She has tact. She's just extremely honest and forward, and I greatly appreciate her way. You got to ruffle some feathers at times. True. Now, let me say this. Listen. Now, I did this for y'all a couple of months ago when they was cutting up over there in the church sector. When Larry Reed and Matthew, Bishop Jordan, I said Matthew, Lord, his name ain't Matthew. Bishop Bernard Jordan first fell out, right? I gave y'all the breakdown. I told y'all the roadmap. Okay, well, I got another roadmap for y'all if y'all care to follow it, okay? So this is what had happened. Y'all know that Bishop Bernard Jordan and Dr. Larry Reed, they are still at odds, okay? And they have sort of divided into camps, okay? They have sort of divided into camps. Now, I'm gonna start with last week. An email went out, or was it the week before last? An email had went out, and I don't have to say allegedly because people didn't read the email. So an email went out. Now, the email allegedly came from Larry Reed. And the email basically said that Bishop Jordan has been involved in some nefarious things and some things that he wouldn't want to come out, and that there are some audio recordings, evidence to support the nefarious things. Now, this is a paraphrase. This is not word for word, okay? This is a paraphrase, okay? Now, some people have read that email. Conscious TV read that email 2 nights ago. So if you want to hear the email, make the list of where y'all need to go if y'all want to hear the whole thing. Okay? Okay. All right. So go over to Conscious if you want to hear the whole email being read. Okay? Now, allegedly, there are some recordings. Nobody knows what's on those recordings. Let me say. And when I say nobody, I don't really mean nobody. Obviously, people know. But nobody knows what's on those recordings, okay? Now, some people have claimed to have heard part of a recording. Okay? Okay. Now, last night, William McCray allegedly played part of a recording. Now, nobody could understand nothing on that damn recording that William McCray played last night. So we don't know what the hell that recording was, okay? That recording reminded me of... y'all know what that recording reminded me of? That recording reminded me of that episode of What's Happening, where they got paid to bootleg the Doobie Brothers concert. Remember that? And they got caught. Rerun had the tape recorder in his bag, in his jacket, but he got caught because he was dancing, and the tape recorder fell out. And when they went to go play the tape, all you could hear was Rerun eating. Yeah, it sort of reminded me of that. Ain't nobody understand nothing, not a damn thing on that tape. But allegedly, the tape was supposed to be this guy. I don't remember these people's names. Okay, allegedly, the tape was supposed to be this guy that Bishop Jordan had helped out up in Chicago. Now, St. James had told the people that this guy was a snake in the grass and he was not to be trusted, okay? And St. James did a whole video on how this man had betrayed Bishop Jordan, right? Right? Well, that guy clicked St. James' link. And that guy came up on St. James' link. That was Saturday night. I believe it was Saturday night. He came up on St. James. That's my favorite episode too. Which doobie do you be? Anyway, he came up on St. James' link. And baby, he was hotter than fish grease. And he told St. James, how dare you lie on me? I made no such recording. That man was good to me and my family. And I never did such a thing to him. And St. James was looking a little like perplexed at the time. Now, it was clear that St. James had been given some information, but he was in a position where he couldn't really violate or turn over his sources. So he kind of had to eat it. And he eventually apologized to that man. Well, William McCray last night said that man is on that tape and he is a liar. Now, that's the pot calling the kettle black, but neither here nor there. So, listen. If y'all want to get the whole breakdown, let me tell y'all where I'm going to tell y'all where y'all got to go. Let me tell y'all the people you need to listen to. Start with Cruiser, because Cruiser been cutting up, okay? Cruiser has been doing videos on it, okay? St. James, I don't know. He might have put that video on private or in his membership. I don't know, but get on over to St. James, okay? Thais. Conscious did a video on Saturday night, Conscious TV. Okay. Okay. Those mad cow, what's his name? Mad Church Disease. Now, he a little long-winded, but he makes some valid points too. Okay. But y'all got to get over there because I don't have all the. Look, I ain't about this. I could be here for 2 hours breaking that whole thing down. Don, my bad. Don did the video too. Yes, thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Now look, y'all got to go let the experts handle it. Y'all go let the experts handle it. You know what? I don't know if King Giles did a video or not. He probably did. I can't say for certain, but he probably did. He a little long-winded. Now, what's up, JB Boo? Now, somebody said that Brian Kern got a whole thing going on. I don't follow Brian Kern like that. He's a singer, right? Who was Brian Kern? But I guess he got a mistress and he done got her pregnant. Is that what's going on down there now? They talking about. What's up, Cajun? Is that what they got going on down to the Brian Kern? He got his mistress pregnant, allegedly. Y'all gonna have to go get that tea from over there. I don't know nothing about that tea. He a preacher. Yeah, y'all gonna have to go over there and get that tea. I don't know nothing about these. I mean, I know the name, but I didn't look up the story. Child, y'all gotta go over there. Child, they cutting up over there. Like I said, now, y'all know I hang out in the beef sector, but baby, the church sector has had my attention. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Although the beef sector had my attention yesterday, because some shit went down over in the beef sector yesterday, and I was like this. But the church sector, we need to close our doors. Well, we about to get out of here. We're gonna close them doors, all right, because I got to get ready to go head over to for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. But with that being said, thank you, Candace. We are going to get out of here. You guys, please make sure it's 257 of y'all in here. If you have not done so already, if y'all could please hit that like button. It is free 99. I ain't ask y'all. Well, I did ask y'all for some money tonight, but not for me. I didn't ask y'all for no money for me. I did ask for donations for the Christmas baskets. And I said, if you want to go to the candle making class, but I didn't ask you. Well, I guess technically I did drop my Christmas wish list. But can y'all hit the like button? That's free. That's free. Yeah, I can't be late. I can't be late. I feel like the rabbit on Alice in Wonderland. I can't be late for a very important date. That's what happens when you late, Cajun. You get somebody to tell you about the candle making class because I gotta go. With that being said, y'all. Oh, I forgot about the Mike Tyson. My bad. Thank you. Mike Tyson fight. So, baby, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather are supposed to be fighting. I'm supposed to be fighting over in China, I think. I'm sure it's going to be an exhibition just like that Jake Paul fight. But I was just like, if needing to retire had a name on it, I think we need to put a name on. And I understand, Mike, but Mike, baby, you got your cannabis line. You making good money. You got your podcast. Sir, I need you to just go sit down. Mike, let that go. Just let it go. My bad. I forgot to talk about that. Told you wasn't a whole lot going on tonight, Chad. Yeah, nobody asked for that. I hope it's just going to be an exhibition and they're not going to really like the last one. They're not going to be really be real fighters. Oh. Oh. Yeah, both of them really need to go sit down. You're right, both of them. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. With that being said, though, for real, I will talk to y'all. I'll see y'all in about 20 minutes. Peace.